Welcome back, everyone. Today, we're diving into something deeply personal, heartfelt, and universal. The title of today's episode is Talk About Your Mom. And honestly, I think this is going to be one of our most emotional conversations yet. But before we start, please help subscribe our channel. It helps us so much.
I agree. Talking about our moms brings up memories, good ones, hard ones, funny ones, strange ones. Everyone's experience is different, but the influence of a mother is huge. It shapes us more than we realize.
Absolutely. And I think it's important to have conversations like this because most of us don't express enough gratitude or reflection about the people who raised us, cared for us, and made sacrifices we might not even know about.
Exactly. And sometimes we don't appreciate moms until we grow older. Maybe we move away, start our own lives, or become parents ourselves. Then suddenly, everything they did starts to make sense.
Yes. So today, let's talk honestly. Stories from childhood, things we admire, things we struggled with, lessons learned, and the little moments that stay with us forever.
And I also want to explore how our relationships with our moms changed over time, how we saw them when we were kids versus how we see them now as adults.
That's a big one. When you're a kid, you think your mom knows everything, can fix anything, never gets tired, and is some kind of superhero. Then, as you get older, you realize she was figuring things out too. She had fears, stress, worries. She was human.
Totally. That realization hits hard, and I think it makes people appreciate moms even more. So maybe let's start simple. Mark, what's one of your earliest memories of your mom?
Hmm, earliest memory. I think I was 4 or 5. My mom used to read to me before bed every night. Same blanket, same small lamp, same chair next to my bed. She read stories with voices. Like she didn't just read, she performed. She made every character sound different. And I remember feeling completely safe, completely calm, like the world was perfect.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. And you know what's funny? At that age, I didn't understand the importance of it. But as an adult, I realized she must have been exhausted. She worked a full day, cooked dinner, cleaned the house, did everything, then still sat down and read for 30 minutes. She never rushed, never complained.
It's amazing how much energy moms find for their kids, even when they're drained.
Exactly. What about you? What's one of your earliest memories?
Mine is kind of funny. I must have been 3. My mom used to sing while cooking, and she had this very unique voice, kind of deep but warm. And she always sang the same song over and over. I remember sitting on the floor playing with a plastic cup or something and watching her move around the kitchen like she was dancing.
That's adorable.
Yeah, and I remember thinking she was the coolest woman in the world. She made cooking look fun, and the kitchen always smelled like garlic and tomatoes. That smell still reminds me of her.
It's amazing how smells bring memories back instantly.
Yes, especially when the memories involve food. Moms and food. They're deeply connected.
True. My mom had this special dish she made on Sundays. It wasn't complicated, but nobody makes it like her. Even if I follow the recipe exactly, it's still not the same.
Of course not, because the ingredient you can't copy is a mother's touch.
Exactly. And that touch includes a lifetime of practice, love, and intention.
Speaking of intention, many moms show love in ways we don't understand until we're older, like when they nag us, or warn us, or push us.
Oh, absolutely. When I was a teenager, I thought my mom nagged too much. Clean your room, finish your homework, don't stay out too late. The classic stuff. Back then, I thought she was strict. Now I see she was protecting me, guiding me, and teaching me responsibility.
Yes. And moms notice everything. Even when we think we're hiding something, they know.
Oh, 100%. My mom always knew when something was wrong. I didn't even have to say anything. She could see it in my face. And what's crazy is that I could lie to anyone else, friends, teachers, but not to her.
That's the power of a mom. They read emotions like books
Did your mom do that too?
all the time. When I was sad, she'd just walk into my room and sit next to me without saying anything. She didn't force me to talk. She just waited until I was ready. And somehow I always opened up.
That's such a comforting style. Quiet presence, no pressure.
She still does that now. Even as an adult, when I'm stressed, she senses it. She'll call and say, "Your voice sounds tired. Are you okay?" How do they do that?
It's a superpower. Mother's intuition is real.
Definitely. But you know what's interesting? When we're young, we often don't appreciate these things. We take them for granted.
Yes, and sometimes we even resent them, especially during the teenage years.
Oh, absolutely. I had a rebellious phase. I thought my mom didn't understand me. We argued all the time.
Same. I thought she was too controlling, too worried, too everything. Now I realize she was worried because she cared. She was strict because she loved me. She pushed me because she saw potential in me that I didn't see.
Exactly. But we only learn this later when we experience life on our own. Suddenly, we understand. And sometimes we feel guilty for not appreciating our moms earlier.
Yes, guilt is a big part of adulthood when it comes to parents.
But I think the best thing we can do now is express appreciation, show love, and spend time with them.
100%. And it doesn't have to be big gestures, simple things. Calling them, visiting them, saying thank you.
Even small moments matter more to them than we think.
Definitely. What's one thing about your mom that you appreciate now as an adult that you didn't understand when you were younger?
Her strength. She went through things I didn't know about. She had challenges, responsibilities, and fears she never talked about. She protected me from stress by carrying it herself. Now I see how heavy that must have been.
That's powerful.
Yeah. What about you?
Her patience. I didn't realize how much patience it takes to raise a child. Kids can be emotional, stubborn, wild, unpredictable. My mom stayed calm. She didn't lose control. Now that I'm older, I see how difficult that is.
It is. And moms sacrifice their own comfort all the time.
Yes, sleep, free time, personal space, career opportunities, social life, everything.
Exactly. My mom put her dream job on pause to raise us. She never complained. And only now do I understand the magnitude of that.
Moms are the quiet heroes of everyday life.
Truly. And today's episode is our way of celebrating that. So, in part one, we talked about early memories, childhood moments, and what we appreciate now as adults. But there's another layer that I think we should explore: how our moms shaped our personalities.
Yes, the habits, beliefs, behaviors we carry without even realizing they came from our moms.
Exactly. Like for me, my mom is incredibly organized. She plans everything: meals, cleaning schedules, errands, appointments. She has lists for lists. And guess what? I turned into the exact same kind of person.
The list maker inherited the list maker skills.
Yes, I used to think she was going overboard. She'd say things like, write it down or you'll forget, and I'd roll my eyes. Now I have notebooks, digital planners, sticky notes, alarms, all because her system works.
That's funny because my mom is the opposite. She's organized in her own way, but not with lists. She has what she calls mental maps. She remembers everything, birthdays, appointments, where she put things, all in her head. It's wild.
That's impressive. Does her mental map get passed on to you?
Unfortunately, no. I did not inherit that superpower. I'm more scatterbrained. But what I did inherit from her is her calmness under pressure. When something goes wrong, like a crisis, she becomes extremely clear-headed.
That's actually an incredible trait.
It is. She never panics. When everyone else is freaking out, she's like, okay, breathe. Step one, step two. And I realize I do that now too. When things get intense in my life or at work, I switch to that mode.
See? That's the kind of influence moms have. They shape us without announcing it.
Yes, and sometimes we only notice it years later.
Exactly. Something else I learned from my mom is empathy. She was the kind of person who always asked, how do you think they felt after telling a story? She taught me emotional awareness.
Wow, that's valuable.
It changed how I relate to people. Even now, whenever I'm upset or annoyed at someone, I hear her voice reminding me to look at the situation from the other person's perspective.
That's powerful. My mom's version of that was kindness. She always said, be kind even when you don't have to be. I remember she once pulled the car over to help a stranger whose bag had spilled everywhere. She didn't hesitate.
It's those small acts that shape a child's worldview.
Absolutely. And I think moms show us values not through lectures, but through everyday behavior.
Yes, exactly. Children learn more from observation than instruction.
Now let's dive into something more difficult, the moments when moms and kids clash, because it's not always perfect.
No, definitely not. The relationship between a mom and child can be intense.
Yes, and I think those conflicts actually teach us something too.
For sure. For example, when I was older, around high school, I had a major argument with my mom about independence. I wanted more freedom, and she wasn't ready to give it.
Classic mother-teenager battle.
Exactly. At the time, I thought she didn't trust me. But years later, I realized she was afraid. Afraid for my safety, afraid of losing control as I grew up. It wasn't about me being irresponsible, it was about her trying to protect me in the only way she knew.
That's a big realization.
It changed how I look back on those fights. Instead of remembering anger, I remember how much she loved me.
I had something similar. My mom and I used to clash about school. She pushed me hard, grades, homework, studying, and I thought she was too intense, too demanding.
Many kids feel that way.
But now I understand she saw potential in me. She didn't want me to settle for average. She wanted me to have options in life.
Yes, and moms often carry silent fears like, will my child succeed? Will they struggle? Those fears make them push harder.
Absolutely. And when you become an adult, you start understanding her intentions more than her actions.
Well said. And I think every adult eventually has that moment they realize their mom was doing her best.
I want to talk about love languages. Every mom has a unique way of showing love.
Oh, yes. Some are expressive, some are subtle.
My mom's love language is acts of service. She doesn't say I love you often, but she shows it. She cooks, helps, fixes, brings things, always doing something.
That's my mom too. She's not very verbal, but if she loves you, she'll bring you food even when you didn't ask, or fold your clothes, or clean your room peacefully while pretending she's just organizing.
Exactly. Moms clean as a form of affection.
And food. Food is such a universal mother language.
Absolutely. My mom can tell my mood based on how much I eat.
That's so true. My mom too. She'll say, "You didn't enjoy the food today. What's wrong?" before I even open my mouth.
And the crazy part is, they're right.
Always. Another way my mom shows love is through worrying. I used to find it annoying, the constant, "be careful, call me when you get there, don't forget your jacket."
Oh, I know this. Worry is a mother's instinctive love language.
Exactly. Now when she worries, I don't roll my eyes anymore. I just smile and say, "Okay, mom." It's her way of saying she cares.
My mom does the same. If she isn't worrying, I get worried.
Yes, silence from a mom is suspicious.
There's a powerful moment in every child's life when they realize their mom is not just mom. She's a human being with her own dreams, fears, and problems.
Yes, that moment changes everything.
For me, it happened when I was in college. I came home one weekend and saw her sitting at the kitchen table, looking tired. She didn't notice I was standing there, and for the first time, I saw her not as my mom, but as a woman who'd been working nonstop for years.
That's deep.
It hit me hard. I suddenly realized how much pressure she carried silently without ever showing it. That moment increased my respect for her more than anything else.
I had a similar experience. I was around 20. I overheard my mom telling my aunt that she sometimes felt like she wasn't doing enough, even though she was doing everything.
That breaks my heart.
It broke mine too. And I realized how often moms criticize themselves. They feel guilty even when they're doing their best.
Yes, mothers carry emotional weight like nobody else.
After that day, I stopped seeing her as a perfect mom and started seeing her as a human mom. Strong but tired, loving but uncertain, caring but sometimes overwhelmed.
And that perspective deepens the relationship.
If you were to describe your mom as a person, not as your mother, but as a human being, how would you describe her?
I'd say she's resilient. She's been through things I can't even imagine, but still wakes up every day with hope. She's warm. She makes people feel safe. And she's funny. She has this quiet humor that shows up at the best times.
That sounds lovely. What about your mom? She's incredibly strong, emotionally strong. She doesn't give up. She also has this big heart. She forgives easily, loves deeply, and never holds grudges. And she's wise. She always knows the right thing to say.
It's amazing how moms develop that wisdom.
Yes. Age, experience, sacrifice, it all turns into wisdom.
Let's talk about today. How your mom still influences your life as an adult.
Well, for one, her voice is still in my head whenever I make decisions. When I'm unsure about something, I ask myself, what would mom say? And it works.
Me too. My mom's logic is like a built-in compass.
Also, I realize I adopted some of her habits. I clean the kitchen before bed because she always said, a clean kitchen makes a peaceful morning.
I love that.
What about you?
Whenever I'm dealing with a difficult person, I think of how patient she was with me. It makes me act with more kindness. Her influence guides how I treat others.
That's beautiful.
Before we end this part, let's answer one deep question. If your mom were sitting in this studio right now, what would you say to her?
Wow, that's emotional. I think I'd say, thank you for loving me even when I made it not easy. Thank you for being my home.
That's beautiful.
And you?
I'd say, I see you now. All the work, all the sacrifice, all the love. I didn't understand back then, but I do now. And I'm grateful.
That gave me chills.
Yeah. Moms deserve to hear these things.